Oh, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the customization options in Hotshot Racing. I feel like this is something that people may not know exist, and it's something that sets the game apart from some older arcade racers. While this game captures the gameplay pretty much perfectly, it adds customization into the mix. So back in the day, we used to play arcade racer games for fun. We don't do that anymore. We do it now to earn things. It's just the way gaming has gone. You know, we got your loot boxes, your battle passes. People like to unlock things, and this game has a great system for that. So just by playing the game, that's my fault right there. I'm not gonna restart the video because I'm 38 seconds in, and that's a lot of work. So just by playing the game, you unlock cash for each race that you race. This goes online or offline. I believe for every single race I've ever raced, I've earned some cash. Maybe time trials you don't. I'm not 100% sure. I forget, but you know, you rack up the cash is pretty generous. I got 294,000, and I haven't played too much on Steam. I got a couple of hours into it. I've also spent a ton of money already in the shop, and I've been playing on other platforms as well. So you get the cash pretty quickly. There's no in-game purchases or anything like that. You just earn cash by racing, and then you get to spend in the shop. So you can customize two things. You can customize vehicles as well as characters. Let's go ahead and take a look at the characters first. I'm not going to go through every single option because that would take quite a while, since there are a lot of things to unlock in the game. So let's go ahead and take a look at a few of them. Let's go to Toshiro. It looks like I unlocked his racing suit number 3. So basically you have 3 racing suits for each character, and you're gonna have to pay for racing suits 2 and 3. So 1 is unlocked by default, and then the second suit costs you 2 grand, and the third suit costs you 4 grand. And that's the same for each one of these characters. We go ahead and take a look at some of these other ones, and it looks like right now they're just color palette swaps, but it's really cool to have them in the game regardless. And on top of having to pay for these, you also need to meet certain requirements. So if you notice that when I went to Aston here, I cannot purchase his race suit number 3 yet because I need to win a Grand Prix as Aston. So I have not done that yet. It's a good thing I checked because now I know I need to do Grand Prix as other characters. I was doing them as the same one for a while because each car in the game actually handles differently. And, you know, once you find one you like, you tend to stick to it. At least that's the way I am. But every single car in the game feels pretty different. So it's really cool. The handling model in the game is really cool. And it does nail that arcade racing feel while, you know, adding like a little bit of variance to it. So you're not going to get the same exact experience every time. You just switch up the car and you have a different race all of a sudden. I think it's really well done. So yeah, let's go ahead and back out here. So I'm not sure what the second requirement is to be able to purchase. Maybe you could just purchase the second one off the bat. I'm not sure yet. But it looks like for the third variant, you just need to win a Grand Prix as each character. So it looks like the second ones are all already available. Either I've already met the requirements, or they just let you purchase the second one right off the bat. Anyway, this is where the real deal lies here in the vehicle customization. So each character has 4 different vehicles. You're going to have a balanced vehicle, an acceleration-based vehicle, a speed-based vehicle, and a drift-based vehicle. And the stats are different for every character. So you say you have Aston's Bulldog here, which is his balanced vehicle. If I switch over to Sing here, his balanced vehicle has different stats. So you'll see here, you know, this guy's got 1 extra speed. You know, you might wonder, why would you use Sing's if you could just use this guy's with an extra speed? The car's still going to handle a bit differently. It's going to feel different. You can even almost feel some weight to some of the vehicles. So, you know, you just got to try each one out and have fun with it, which is really cool. So, yeah, so each character has 4 different vehicles, and within those 4 vehicles, you can customize several options. So, first and foremost, you have your palette, and that gives you some preset color palettes. And to be able to purchase each one, you also need to meet a requirement. So for this one, for example, I need to drift for 500 seconds in total in this vehicle, and I've only drifted for 58.4 seconds in this vehicle. And I actually like this vehicle, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and unlock some more things for everything. I think I used it once or twice. But I like the way it looks. And I believe it felt pretty nice too. So yeah, good amount of color palettes here. As you can see, we've got, how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 different color palettes. And then from there, you can even change the skin. So let's go ahead and change this color palette. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the skins first, see how it changes. So we've got this skin. We've got this skin. And we could do a little bit of a rotation here. We can't do a full rotate, but... And then we have this skin as well. So 3 skins. And if I change the palette... The palette applies to different skins as well, which is really cool. And then from there, you have other options as well. You have 2 bonnets or hoods, depending on where in the world you are and what you call them. You've got 2 different front bumpers. And I should mention that all of these customization options are purely for aesthetical purposes. You know, you're not going to gain any advantage in the race when you apply them, as far as I know. I've confirmed that with a few different other people who seem to know the game, who have been following the game's development very closely. So I trust their opinion on it. So this is all just for fun, just so you can go into a race looking, you know, looking a little different, you know, being a little, you know, bring a little personal flair to the race. So 2 rear bumpers here, 4 different sets of wheels. I'm not gonna think twice. I'm purchasing this immediately. 3 different side skirts, 2 different boots or trunks, again, depending on where you are. And I'm gonna go ahead and purchase that as well. Actually, I should just do this whole car up. But let's keep going. 3 different spoilers. 2 different exhaust pipes or tailpipes rather. And you can actually put blowers on these vehicles as well. So the motor in this car is in the rear, so the blower is actually going to be in the rear, which is really cool. And then you've got 2 different headlight options here, 2 different taillight options. And it even goes as far as the inside of the vehicle, because there is, you know, an in-car cam. So you've got different steering wheels, 3 of those. I'm going to go ahead and buy this. I'm like half doing the car. I should probably go through all the options, but 2 different dashboards. And that completely changes it. I believe the dashboards are functional as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe they are, which is really cool. And then you've got accessories. You've got 11 different accessories. So these are accessories that hang from your rear view mirror. The fuzzy dice, I believe, are a must. And actually, I purchased these fuzzy dice for a different vehicle, so I'm wondering if that's why I don't have to purchase them again. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply them. Maybe some of the options shared, maybe they all are. We'll go ahead and figure that out in a minute. I don't think they all are, because they have prerequisites, so... I believe, from what it looks like, the accessories are going to be shared, and it looks like they're all going to be available right off the bat. So let's go ahead and scroll through them. A bunch of different helmets, some for the different characters, which is cool, and they each cost 2,000 each. So yeah, it looks like these are available off the bat. You could just spend $2,000 and grab them. You also have Bobble Heads. So these have some prerequisites involved. So I need to win a GP in each of Alexa's cars to unlock her bobblehead. And it looks like the requirements are the same for each character's bobblehead here. But I'm definitely going to need to go ahead and unlock some of these, because they're bobbleheads, you know? Just got to do it. So that's about it. Let's go ahead and take a look at... I actually customized Toshiro's Supra here. And I just went through it real quick, you know, chose the best options I had available at the time. Perhaps I have more unlocked now, I'm not quite sure yet. But I went with a, looks like I went with a solid red. No, I told myself I would never buy a red car again, for reasons I'm not going to disclose. And, you know, there are different skins again. Let's go ahead and switch up this palette, maybe. No, I did like how it was a solid, let's go with this blue one. I did like how it was a solid color, for the most part. Then I went with a different front bumper, different rear bumper. That's a stock one. Some different wheels. These were the stock wheels. Actually, that looks pretty nice with the blue. Little blue and bronze. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that as well. Different side skirts. I'm wondering if these are cleaner now. Nah, let's keep it like this. So it looks like I put that little extra wing on the rear roof there, coming off the back. This was the default spoiler, so I went with something like this. I would love to see this without a spoiler, but you know, you can kind of almost picture it with this one on it rather than this one. This actually looks pretty mean as well, so. And even this one does now. I really could go either way. So exhaust, went with the wider ones here. I didn't put a blower on because, you know, I feel like that's something that's more fit for like a supercharged like American vehicle. You know, sometimes you'll see them on other vehicles as well, but I'm gonna save the blower for something else. I kept the default headlights because I'm a fan of the amber signals there. Stock rears. Went with the new steering wheel here. And this is a completely different dashboard than what comes with it, which is cool. So they actually got really creative with it. Digital dash. I stuck with the analog one. I threw up some fuzzy dice. And I have not unlocked any Bobble Heads yet, so I need to get to work. I'm not sure if I have them on different platforms yet, but I need to double check that because I need these Bobble Heads. And it's going to be difficult deciding which one to put on the vehicle because they all have a lot of personality. But yeah, that's it. We're rocking 12 minutes now on customization. And you know, like I said, 4 vehicles for each character, and you've got 8 characters, so that's 32 vehicles and a ton of customization options. A lot of them have prerequisites and requirements and require cash, so this game's going to keep you busy for a while. And I think it's great. You know, they gave you something to do because, you know, even though the game's a ton of fun, some people may get burnt out. You know, doing offline races. Some people, you know, may get burnt out, but, you know, it's just something to do. That's it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. My controller's definitely messed up. Peace.